On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Ninja.
A Japanese warrior or assassin trained in martial arts and stealth tactics, associated with the feudal era of Japan.
Examples:
Ninja costume, ninja warrior. The skilled ninja moved stealthily through the shadows to carry out their mission.
Pajama.
A pair of loose pants with a matching top, worn for sleeping or lounging.
Examples:
Care pajama, pajama pants. My little sister loves to have pajama parties with her friends on the weekends.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Toxin.
A poisonous substance produced by a living organism, such as a plant, animal, or microorganism, a chemical compound that can cause harm or illness to a living organism.
Examples:
Toxin exposure, toxin production. Mold exposure can release dangerous toxins into the air.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Synthetic.
Made by combining chemical substances as opposed to being naturally occurring.
Examples:
Synthetic fiber. Synthetic fertilizer. Synthetic diamonds play an essential role as machine tool blades.
Estrogen.
A category of female steroid sex hormone responsible for the development and regulation of the female reproductive system and secondary sex characteristics.
Examples:
Estrogen receptor. Estrogen responsive breast cancer. The older woman also suffers bone loss caused by estrogen deficiency.
Mimic.
To imitate someone's speech, movement, or behavior, especially to make others laugh.
Examples:
Mimic a human voice. Mimic numerous instruments. He is very popular at school because he can mimic all the teachers' accents.
Hormone.
A chemical substance made by organs that encourages or influences the development, growth, sex, etc. of an animal and is carried around the body in the blood.
Examples:
Hormone secretion. Female hormone. The doctor diagnosed me with a hormone disorder.
Neurological.
Of or relating to the science of neurology or the nervous system.
Examples:
fever with neurological signs. Neurological symptoms. The patient was diagnosed with a neurological disorder affecting their motor skills.
Reproductive.
Connected with the process of reproduction, relating to reproducing babies, young animals, or plants.
Examples:
reproductive ability. During reproductive period. This documentary deals with the reproductive biology of the buffalo.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
disease prevention, disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Toxic.
Of or relating to or caused by a poison, poisonous.
Examples:
toxic molecule. Exposure to toxic chemicals. This chemical compound is 1,000-fold more toxic.
Pollutant.
A substance or agent that pollutes or contaminates the environment, typically through release into the air, water, or soil.
Examples:
noxious pollutant, water pollutant. The factory's use of chemicals has made it a significant pollutant in the area.
Preservative.
Used to preserve or protect something, especially food or other perishable items, from decay or spoilage, tending to prevent or delay change or deterioration.
Examples:
preservative-free, natural preservative. The preservative chemicals in packaged foods have been a cause of concern for many health experts.
Pesticide.
A substance used for preventing, destroying, repelling, or mitigating any pest.
Examples:
pesticide application, pesticide residue. The farmer sprayed pesticide on his crops to protect them from insects.
Mercury.
A heavy, silvery white metal that is liquid at room temperature and is used in thermometers, electrical equipment, and other devices. Mercury, the smallest planet and the nearest to the Sun.
Examples:
mercury poisoning, mercury plan. The mercury in the thermometer had risen to the boiling point.
Cannibal.
A person who eats the flesh or internal organs of other human beings, especially as a cultural or ritual practice.
Examples:
cannibal tribe, habitual cannibal. The horror movie portrayed a group of cannibals who hunted humans in the woods.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
responsible action, responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
Victim support, victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Pollution.
The introduction of harmful substances or waste into the natural environment that causes adverse change.
Examples:
Environmental pollution, high levels of air pollution. The pollution is endangering the local plants and animals.
Filter.
Any of several types of equipment or systems used to separate particles from liquids or gases or to remove specific forms of light.
Examples:
Gas filter, clogged filter. Ozone is a primary filter to protect Earth's surface from harmful UV rays.
Storehouse.
A large building or room used for storing goods.
Examples:
Storehouse supplies, storehouse inventory. The security of a storehouse is essential to prevent theft or damage to the stored items.
Cremate.
To burn a dead body to reduce it to ash, often as part of a funeral or other death-related ritual.
Examples:
Cremate a body, cremate the remains. They plan to cremate their loved ones according to their cultural traditions.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name, mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner, release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Dental.
Of or relating to teeth.
Examples:
Dental hygiene, dental care. I have a dental appointment at 2 p.m. to get my teeth cleaned.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Cosmetic.
Relating to treatment aimed at restoring or improving a person's appearance and attractiveness. Noun, a substance that you put on your face or body to enhance its appearance and make it more attractive.
Examples:
Minor cosmetic changes. Cosmetic fenders on cars. Cosmetic surgery is becoming more common in Asia due to lowering prices.
Pump.
To cause water, air, gas, etc. to move from one place to another by using mechanical equipment, to get or supply something such as money, information, etc. in significant quantities.
Examples:
Pump a secret out of success. Pump blood throughout the body. He was alert and could not pump any critical information out of him. Formaldehyde. A colorless, flammable liquid with a strong, pungent smell used as a preservative and in the manufacture of various products.
Examples:
Formaldehyde solution. Formaldehyde odor. Exposure to high levels of formaldehyde can irritate the eyes, nose, and throat, as well as respiratory problems and cancer. Decomposition. The process of breaking down organic matter into simpler substances through natural processes such as decay.
Examples:
Decomposition process. Chemical decomposition. The decomposition of organic matter releases nutrients back into the soil. Respiratory. Relating to the organs and processes involved in breathing, such as the lungs and the act of inhaling and exhaling air.
Examples:
Respiratory failure. Alleviate respiratory ailments. Chronic respiratory disorders, such as asthma, can significantly impact a person's quality of life. Cancer. Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells. Examples: Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women. Personnel. A group of people who are employed in an organization or one of the armed forces, the department responsible for hiring, training, and placing employees. Examples: Competent personnel. Personnel evaluation. Please forward the resumes to the personnel department. Preserve. To keep or maintain a particular quality, feature, etc., especially to prevent it from decaying, being damaged, or being destroyed. Preserve my strength. Preserve a country's heritage. They worked hard to preserve the nature of their native lands.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Poison.
A substance that can cause illness, injury, or death when ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, something harmful, malicious, or toxic, the act of damaging or ruining a relationship. Verb: to introduce a substance into something or someone harmful and potentially deadly.
Examples:
Poison ivy. Poison bilateral relations. The plant's leaves contain a deadly poison that can cause hallucinations and seizures.
Burial.
The act or ceremony of placing a dead body in a grave.
Examples:
Burial at sea. A round burial mound. The burial ceremony was a somber reminder of his passing.
Embalm.
Preserve a dead body by treating it with chemicals to delay decomposition and make it suitable for display at a funeral.
Examples:
Embalm a corpse. Embalm the body. The funeral director embalmed the body to make it presentable for the wake.
Modest.
Having or showing a humble estimate of one's merits, importance, etc., free from vanity, egotism, boastfulness, or great pretensions.
Examples:
Modest income. Only a modest fee. Despite his many achievements, he remained modest and down to earth.
Proposal.
A formal suggestion or offer, sometimes a written one.
Examples:
An innovative proposal. Details of his proposal. Our skeleton outline of the proposal met with much opposition.
Intersection.
A point where two or more roads, lines, etc., cross each other.
Examples:
Busy intersection. The intersection of coordinate axes. Take a right turn at the next intersection.
Infinity.
The state or quality of having no end or limit, mathematics, a number greater than any natural number.
Examples:
The infinity of the universe. Negative infinity. That investor saw an infinity of possibilities in this company.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Mushroom.
A type of fungus that grows on dead or decaying organic matter and typically has a stalk and an umbrella-shaped cap.
Examples:
Mushroom spores. Mushroom cultivation. The mushroom risotto was delicious, but I couldn't identify all the mushrooms in it.
Decompose.
To break down or cause to break down over time into simpler substances or elements.
Examples:
Decompose matter. Decompose into simpler molecules. After the earthquake, many of the buildings in the city were left in ruins and began to decompose.
Fantasy.
A fiction with a large amount of imagination in it, a pleasant situation that you imagine, but that is unlikely to happen.
Examples:
Fantasy novel. Confuse fantasy with reality. Composition by artificial intelligence is no longer a fantasy.
Hybrid.
Composed of different elements or mixed characters.
Examples:
New hybrid system. An interspecific hybrid. The mule is a hybrid between a male donkey and a female horse.
Nutrient.
Any substance that is essential for the maintenance and growth of living things.
Examples:
Nutrient medicine. A nutrient for hair. They used fast-acting nutrients on the flowers in the flower beds.
Compost.
A mixture of organic matter, such as food scraps, yard waste, and manure, that is allowed to decompose and is used as fertilizer for plants and garden soil.
Examples:
Organic compost. Compost pile. You can add coffee grounds and crushed eggshells to your compost to improve the pH balance.
Tasty.
Having a strong and pleasant flavor when it is eaten.
Examples:
Tasty treats. Prepare tasty food. This meal wasn't as tasty as we had imagined.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Slough.
To shed or cast off a dead layer of skin, tissue, or surface. To discard or get rid of something unwanted or unnecessary. Noun, marshy areas or wetlands.
Examples:
Slew off his responsibilities. Salt marsh slough. Exfoliating treatments help to slough off dead skin, revealing a fresher complexion underneath.
Nail.
A thin, pointed piece of metal with a flat head used for fastening things together. The thin hard layer covering and protecting the outer tip of the fingers or toes.
Examples:
Rusty nail. Nail clipper. He used a hammer and round nail to fix the loose board on the fence.
Feeder.
An animal being fattened or suitable for fattening, a device or system that supplies something to a particular recipient or process.
Examples:
Feeder fish, feeder artery. Many different types of birds visited the bird feeder.
Imprint.
To make a mark or impression on a surface, to leave a lasting impression or influence on someone or something. Noun, a mark or impression made by pressing or stamping something onto a surface, a distinctive feature or characteristic that is left by something or someone.
Examples:
DNA imprint, imprint a memory. He wanted to imprint his brand logo on the product.
Breed.
To keep animals for producing offspring in a regulated manner.
Examples:
Breed horses, breed suspicion. This animal breeds in northern latitudes.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Afterlife.
Life after death, as believed in many cultures and religious traditions.
Examples:
Afterlife name, corporate afterlife. The belief in an afterlife comforted those mourning the loss of their loved ones.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent, recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Aspire.
To have an ambition or a desire to achieve something, typically something high or great.
Examples:
Aspire to greatness. Aspire after perfection. She aspired to become a successful businesswoman.
Digest.
To transform food into absorbable substances, break down.
Examples:
Digest information. Help digest food. Most babies can readily digest a broad variety of foods.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
Cult members. Cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Pet.
An animal that you have at home as a companion and treated kindly.
Examples:
A pet bird. A teacher's pet. I have a parrot as a pet.
Decay.
The process or state of rotting or decomposition by natural causes such as the action of bacteria and fungi. Verb, to rot or decompose through natural causes.
Examples:
Radioactive decay. Prevent tooth decay. The dead body was in an advanced state of decay.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples:
Carry a burden. Burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Entomology.
The scientific study of insects, including their physical characteristics, life cycles, behaviors, and relationships with other organisms in their environment.
Examples:
Entomology lab. Entomology book. The museum offered a guided tour of its entomology exhibit featuring various insects.
Subset.
A set of things that are contained within another larger set, a portion or division of a group or category.
Examples:
Proper subset. Subset selection. A subset of the employees will be trained in the new software program.
Remediate.
To correct, repair, or improve a problem or pitfall, often in a technological, environmental, or medical context.
Examples:
Remediate damage. Remediate the situation. We need to remediate the contaminated soil before it is safe to use.
Cultivation.
The process of preparing and using land for growing crops or plants, often involving tilling, fertilizing, and irrigating the soil, the act of fostering or developing something, such as a skill, talent, or idea.
Examples:
Agricultural cultivation. Land cultivation. The cultivation of crops is a vital part of agriculture in many countries.
Integrate.
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
Integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Suit.
A set of clothes that are made from the same material, a claim or complaint that a person or organization can file in court against another party. Verb, to be fit or acceptable for.
Examples:
Suit and tie restaurant. Suit at law. 6 suits are awaiting trial or verdict.
Infuse.
To fill something with a particular quality, feeling, or influence, to imbue.
Examples:
Infuse with spirit. Infuse life with meaning. She infused fresh herbs into the soup for added flavor.
Spore.
A reproductive cell that is capable of developing into a new individual without fertilization, especially one produced by certain bacteria, fungi, and algae.
Examples:
Anthrax spore. Spore reproduction. Bacteria and some algae also produce spores as a means of survival and dispersal, and they are often found in soil, water, and other environments.
Prototype.
A first or preliminary example of something such as a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed.
Examples:
Complete a prototype product. Early prototype. The flying car is presently in the prototype stage.
Crochet.
A type of needlework or fabric making that involves creating loops of thread or yarn with a hooked needle. An item or piece of clothing made using this technique.
Examples:
Crochet pattern. Crochet kit. She passed the time on the plane by doing some crochet work.
Embedded.
Fixed firmly into the surface of something.
Examples:
Embedded systems. LED embedded glass. The embedded chip in my credit card allows me to make contactless payments.
Dendroid.
Resembling a tree or branching pattern, having the characteristics of a tree.
Examples:
Dendroid branches. Dendroid pattern. The dendroid structure of the coral reef offers a unique environment for many marine species.
Mycelium.
The vegetative part of a fungus, consisting of a mass of branching, thread-like hyphae.
Examples:
Mycelium growth. Aerial mycelium. The mycelium of the mushroom spread through the soil, absorbing nutrients.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples:
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Kit.
A set of tools, supplies, or equipment for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Survival kit. A first aid kit. I bought a new tool kit for my home repair projects.
Cocktail.
A drink, usually an alcoholic one, made by mixing one or more spirits, equals strong alcoholic drinks, and fruit juice, an appetizer served as a first course at a meal.
Examples:
A light cocktail. Cocktail of chemicals. We invited some friends for a cocktail party.
Capsule.
A small, enclosed container often used for holding medicines or supplements or for transporting payloads in spacecraft. A small, elongated structure within the body, such as a joint or a gland.
Examples:
Space capsule. Medical capsule. The capsule hotel room may be small, but it has all the necessary amenities.
Dissolve.
To be or cause to be absorbed by a liquid to form a part of the solution, to close down or dismiss.
Examples:
Dissolve the sugar. Officially dissolve the marriage. The political party dissolved after much internal fighting.
Expire.
To come to the end of the period of validity of a document, authorization, agreement, etc.
Examples:
Expires next month. It will expire. I forgot to renew my driver's license, and it expired.
Donate.
To give money, food, clothes, etc. to help a person or organization.
Examples:
Donate to charity. Donate blood to the Red Cross. Our company donates to the school endowment fund every year.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Minimize.
To make something, especially something bad, small or less serious.
Examples:
Minimize a loss. Way to minimize conflict. I bought a gadget before my trip to help minimize stress during the flight.
Cultivate.
To prepare and foster land for growing crops or plants.
Examples:
Cultivate a field. Cultivate relationships. University is a great place to cultivate our minds and expertise.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Post-mortem.
Relating to or occurring after death, a post-mortem examination is a medical examination of a body after death to determine the cause of death or to study the effects of a disease or medical treatment.
Examples:
Post-mortem findings. Post-mortem analysis. The medical examiner performed a post-mortem examination to determine the cause of death.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Denial.
A statement that something is not true or does not exist.
Examples:
State of denial. An absolute denial. She gave us a categorical denial of the scandal.
Preservation.
The act of keeping something in its original state or of preventing it from being damaged.
Examples:
Wildlife preservation. The preservation of food. The museum had kept the paintings in remarkable preservation.
Accepting.
Willing to receive or to take something offered.
Examples.
Accepting attitude. Accepting of diversity. He was an accepting person who believed in diversity and inclusiveness.
Intimate.
Having a very close friendship, personal.
Examples.
My intimate affairs. Intimate relationship. He has an intimate knowledge of American history.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples.
Confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples.
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.